Is that he was doing a much better job of taking care of his business, and he was getting along so much better with other people. It looked like the just the opposite of what he was saying. He told us he told us that the reason for this was that he was taking better care of himself, that she said got our attention. Later he told us he had discovered that the way he treated others was the way he treated himself. He challenged me to look at my relationships. I saw how taking care of himself had improved yours uncle's relationship with others. So I thought about it. I admitted to him and to me that I was very critical of people and they didn't like that very much. He asked me whom I criticized most. I admitted I am most critical of myself. He suggested that I take better care of myself and then asked where I thought I might begin. The woman and the young man both knew the answer, so I began to take a minute for myself. Whenever I began to criticize something about me, I would take 1 minute to simply stop, look, and ask myself, is there, the man completed, is there a better way to take care of myself right now? Exactly. It's amazing how much just stopping, looking, and asking myself that questions has helped me. My relationship with other people have improved tremendously at work and at home. What did you do? Whenever I started to criticize myself, I would stop and look at what I was doing to me. Then I choose to replace my critical thought of me with a thought of something I liked about myself. Or when I really didn't like my behavior, I would criticize my behavior, but then never myself. When I saw that what I was doing was not who I was, it was soon easier for me to let go of what I was doing. And then what happened? I started to feel better about myself. I began to work better both alone and with others. Was it that easy? The man asked. No, not at first. It was harder for me to get into the habit of taking 1 minute for myself. It was only when I stopped and took the 1 minute out a few times a day, every day, that things improved. The man thought about how often during the day he took 1 minute for himself. Even 5 times a day adds up to only 5 minutes. He decided to do it even more often. How did things get better for you? Once I stopped criticizing myself, I stopped criticizing others. Then I got along better with other people at work and we accomplished more. We got greater results in less time. It's amazing how fast it happened. The word got around, soon others were taking 1 minute for themselves. Evidently, they got same results. What do you mean? The man asked. Our general manager in those days called us together, told us that we had almost doubled our departmental profits. He asked what was going on. When we told him, I think he was in shock. He smiled and said, whatever works. Later, we heard that he had started to take 1 minute for himself. And why not? The man noted, if it works. The irony is that I spent more time taking care of myself, she said, and less time taking care of others. And yet, both my business and other people benefited. How practical can you get? His uncle's business associate added, he's your real uncle, but he has also been a Dutch uncle to us, telling us what we needed to hear for our own good. And now that enough of us are taking better care of ourselves, business is booming. And it's not just the business that wins, she added. The woman looked around her large corner office, spread her hands wide, and said, as you can see, taking 1 minute for yourself now and then throughout the day has paid off. She was obviously proud of what she had learned to do. I'm happier at home, more successful at work, she said. Since I learned the most important lessons of all from your uncle, he taught me that the key to my taking good care of other people was to help them take care of themselves. I keep this plug on my desk to remind me one of the best ways you can help other people is to encourage them to take better care of themselves and to reward them when they do. The woman said, since I've become more aware of this very obvious fact that I've encouraged everyone around me, from my husband and children to my business associates, to take better care of themselves. Those of us who get the most work done around here are nurturing ourselves. What do you do? The visitor asked. Let's say we have personal goals of wanting more energy or better figure or to laugh more. We do something before we begin work each day to take care of them ourselves. Maybe it's getting exercise that morning or taking vitamins. We do something special for ourselves. It doesn't matter what we do to take good care of ourselves. It's just the great feeling we get when we know that we are honoring ourselves enough. We are at least as important as our work. Of course, we often take 1 minute for ourselves as we work too, to get a better perspective, to get back into balance when we are frustrated by a problem. It's amazing how quickly that helps you see the issues clearly. I'm learning that it pays off for me to encourage the other people to take better care of themselves. When I do a really good job of taking care of myself, it's really the best way I know of taking care of others. Why is that? The man wanted to know. The woman said, why not ask my husband? Noon rang out on Plaza bells as the man approached the artist's studio. The businesswoman had phoned her husband and he had agreed to meet the man for lunch. The painter, who was just changing out of his smock, had some fresh fruit and sandwiches brought in. I'm glad you came, the artist said. Talking with you about why taking care of three tea works just gives me a chance to see the beauty of it again for myself. Ever since I've done what my wife encouraged me to do, start caring for myself, I've been doing more things for myself. The funny part of it is that others tell me lately that I've been treating them better too. So I have thought a lot about it. I tried what my wife suggested because I knew she was taking care of herself and I saw the effect it had. At first I didn't like her doing it because I thought I might get left out, but later I noticed that she became more attentive to me than she used to be. Pretty soon I had started saying, "Hey, you gotta take care of yourself more often. This is great." I started to think about why people taking care of themselves work so well for others around them. I told my ideas to your uncle once and he agreed. When we successfully take care of our own needs, we are satisfied with ourselves, and then we want to turn our attention to others. It's not that we have to, we want to, it feels good. Then we can encourage other people to take care of themselves and we reward them when they do. That really pleases them. Everybody loves both to be around people who are taking good care of themselves and to be given permission as though they really need it to take good care of themselves. Isn't it sometimes difficult, the man asked, for you to remember to let the other people take care of themselves, especially if you really want them to give you the attention? It used to be, the artist admitted, until I saw one monumental advantage to me. An advantage to you? The visitor asked. Yes, a very practical advantage to me. What are you talking about? The visitor asked. The artist stood up and with the mock flare painted his point on his canvas. Then he turned it around to show the man. All the words but one were painted in black. The last word was underlined and painted in red. He made his point. When other people take good care of themselves, they are happier with themselves and with me.